And welcome back to Talk of Alabama. We are in the Mazer kitchen this morning with the chef and owner, Miss Christina, and food concept artist, Mr. Craig, with 4721 Confections. And we're talking about Mardi Gras this morning with all these bright, beautiful cookies. And I hear you've been up early cooking.
Yes, baking like a little elf.
Yeah. What time did you get up?
I woke up about 2.
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
You might as well just not have went to bed. You just should have stayed up.
You know, that's baker's hours though. You wake up, you bake early, get everything done fresh. When people come in, they'll have it freshly made.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so look at all this glory. Where are we starting, guys?
Today, we're going to do our bamboo rum cookies.
Okay.
And the way that we came up about this cookie was for Christmas time.
Okay.
I made this brownie Java cake.
Okay.
For Christmas, but my nephews couldn't eat it because it had chocolate and coffee in it, and they have eczema and that kind of irritates them. You know?
Okay.
So my sister decided, well, how about we make some cookies? I was like, yeah, let's do that. But we forgot the vanilla. But we had the bamboo rum.
Okay. You got to substitute sometimes in life, right?
You got to substitute. So to make it, we have sugar.
Okay. How much sugar?
It was 1.5 cups of sugar.
Okay.
8 ounces of butter, or 2
Okay.
sticks.
2 sticks,
My
gotcha.
butters are stuck. So you cream your butter and your sugar together.
Okay. And while you're doing that, remind everybody a little bit about the name of your business and how you came up with it.
The name of my business is 4721 Confections. I came up with it because it was the house number of my grandparents' house, and their house was just always filled with hospitality.
Yes.
And so I felt like I wanted to bring that same, what word am I looking for, Craig? Tradition.
Yes.
Yes, into my business.
Yes.
So once your butter and your sugar is creamed together, or
Okay.
pretend like it is,
Okay.
I like to add my cinnamon.
A little cinnamon.
It's 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay.
It's a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder,
Powder.
a teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay.
You add your egg,
1 egg.
1 egg. Then I like to give that a good little mix and stir.
Now, does it matter if you use a blender or a mixer, or do you recommend doing things by hand?
You can use a mixer,
Okay.
which will make it easier.
Yes, to do.
Yes, because it'll make it quicker and your butter will cream much better.
Yes.
So as you mix all those together, okay, I need to tilt it back this way.
Okay.
Then I add my flour.
Okie dokie. Now, how much flour?
Flour is 2 cups, 2 3/4 cups of flour.
Okay, got you. Now, while she's doing that, Craig, what is your role in all this?
I come up with the different, some of the different desserts that we can have.
Okay.
So, like, remember last time we were here how we talked about the kumquats with the king cake?
Yes.
Yeah.
That orange frosting.
Yes.
Yes.
Orange colored.
Yes.
Yes.
Be really good as a popsicle. That's another story. But so like with this, what happened was how she told you the story.
Yes.
So I was like at a ABC store thinking, all right, what beverage do I want to have for Christmas this time? I was going through different aisles, seeing different brands, like, ooh, bamboo. I heard of it, asked a person who works there about it. They're like, it's very Caribbean, has different flavors. Some people taste banana, other people taste like cinnamon, strawberries, all of that. So I'm like, okay, this might be pretty good. Tried it. I'm like, all right, now I see why the person working there likes it, a whole bunch of musicians like, and other people.
You know what I smell? Banana. I
Yeah.
smell banana right off the top.
Yeah.
But I feel like I also smell pineapple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people got that too.
Yeah.
Like when it's ice, it tastes different. Room temperature is different. It's very it's a light but full profile.
Okay, got you. I've
Yes.
never even heard of bamboo.
You want to try some?
And so,
Well,
it's a little early, Craig. It's
I
early.
wish, yeah, it's a little early.
I mean, hey, it's all about having a good
Maybe we
time.
can circle back around after 12. And then you're gonna add 1 tablespoon of the bamboo rum.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh,
See, so
wow.
it's, so that's what I'm saying for my nephews. I wasn't trying to get them tipsy.
Yeah.
I was just trying to give them a little treat to eat. And so then after all of this is mixed up, will you pass me the other bowl, please?
Remind everybody as you're doing this where they can find your sweet treats, by the way.
They can find my sweet treats on Facebook as well as on Instagram, and I also have a website, 4721confections.com.
Okay, and we see it there at the bottom of your screen. So now
Yes.
after all it's mixed, look at the consistency here. Let me angle this toward the camera so you guys can see. This is what it looks like once it's all blended together. Okay.
So it's nice little crumbly.
Okay.
A good thing I always like to use is ice cream soup. That way it gets all nice and even.
Yes.
So just go ahead, take it,
Your ice cream
scoop it
scooper.
out. This one is a tablespoon and a half, so it ends up being about that size right there. So it's not too big of a cookie.
Now, are these the cookies when they're done?
Yes, those are the cookies when they're done.
Okay, let's hold this up so we can see. So I like how it's all crumbly like that. It doesn't have to be the consistency of, like I say, a chocolate chip cookie that's going to be gooey and sticky.
Right. Well, with this one, because the way I baked them, when it's still open, it still has a nice crisp on the outside. It's still soft and gooey on the inside, because you're only going to bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
So it still keeps the moisture of it. And so it's still just a nice, excuse me, cookie. It kind of reminds me of a tea cake cookie in a way.
Okay. Oh, you're so right. The inside, that tricks you, you know, because the inside is real creamy.
Yeah.
And just a tiny bit chewy.
And you think that it wouldn't because the batter is so much drier.
Yes. That's a pleasant surprise.
You're welcome.
I love it. Okay, so now you bake these at what temperature?
You bake these at 375 for 10 minutes. Sometimes I push down the tops just so that when it comes out, it'll be easier to sprinkle sugar on top, and it keeps it gooey in the middle.
Now that your family knows you're such a good cook, do you get tasked with the job to be always cooking desserts and sweet treats for events, like for your family?
Funny. For years, yeah. For like Christmas and Thanksgiving, my sister, Craig, and I would get together. What's the menu?
Yeah.
So my sister and my brother do more of the savory things. And my sister, she still does some baking. Not as tic-tac that I do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like I'm always doing the cake or, you know, cookies or something like that.
Yes.
So, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I enjoy
Well,
it.
God gives you a talent like that. You just got to use it.
That's true, because if you don't use it, you'll lose it.
That's right. Let me tell you, those are delicious. When we come back, we're going to be talking about these desserts over here. What are these? And as a quick preview.
We have pralines, and then we also have our signature kumquat king cake that we did the last time we were here.
So these pralines, this is interesting.
They're made with brown sugar, butter, because every Southern dessert needs to have butter.
Those look
And
delicious,
pecans.
by the way. Okay, so bottom line, go to their website to learn more. We'll chat more in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you both. Don't go anywhere at home. We're getting details about a bridal fair happening in Aniana next. You're watching ABC 3340. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Talk of Alabama this Wednesday morning. We're back in the Mazer kitchen with Christina and Craig from 4721 Confections. And so the cookies are now out of the oven, these rum cookies, and now you're going to make them pretty.
Now we're going to make them pretty by just taking a little bit of sugar and just dusting some on the top.
Okay.
And of course we have the traditional Mardi Gras colors, but me being who I am, if I only did the 3 colors, my colors wouldn't come out evenly.
Yes.
So I added some nice white iridescent sugar just so I can have an even number of cookie colors.
Yes, so you get 2 of everything.
Yes, because that would really bother me.
Now, let me ask you this. You do tea parties, you do kind of small, intimate events, right?
Yes, I do. We'll do like pinafores or sandwich cookies, and then also as well, I partner with another chef.
Okay.
And so he has this lob house that he's doing, Chef Ricardo Adams.
Okay.
And so some of our desserts, we partner with him. We do desserts for his company as well. So, but the main way to get our desserts is to go through 4721 Confections.
Okay.
And then the more traditional desserts, as in like our pound cakes and our red velvet cakes. And also we're partnering with him to do some other kind of dessert things is through his lob house.
Okay, so bottom line, there's no storefront for you. You are an online store. Just to clarify that for our viewers at home. So if you want to get some of this goodness, you got to go to her website to place your order or make your reservation, right, to do a party or to do an event.
And then on our Instagram page, as you see, I do birthday cakes, specialty cakes. The one coming up, the one in the middle is a Heath bar cake. It has like a caramel cheesecake in the middle with 2 layers of chocolate cake. And then the brown cake is that brownie Java cake I was telling you about. That tastes like a brownie, but it's just soft and luscious on the inside.
And I see red velvet, it looks like.
Yes, this was red velvet cake. With that one, someone wanted half with nuts, half without. Some of their people didn't like nuts as much, so, you know, I make accommodations for.
Yes. Now, what's kind of the price range so we know?
The price range for my cakes on some of them are from 40 to, if it's more chocolate or the cheesecake ones, they may be more up to like 65 because
Okay.
there's so many parts to it.
Yes, but just think, you don't have to cook it yourself. You can just order it from her and impress your crowd, right? Because they
Yes.
certainly are pretty.
Well, thank you. I
And
work
delicious. Yeah, she's been up since 2 a.m. She does work very hard. Okay, in a few minutes we'll come back and talk a little bit more about these desserts and how you can get your hand on some of them today. Thank you, guys.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Don't go far at home. More Talk of Alabama headed your way after this quick commercial break. You're watching TOA. We'll be right back.